Today it's just us, and we're handing out the Digital Mayor's Year-End Awards to the people who made Boca and South Florida shine in 2025. You're going to want to watch this one.
Hello, everybody. All right. We've got no guest today.
Okay.
However, we've got something fun and honestly something we've wanted to do for a while.
Yes, so we are doing the Digital Mayor's Year-End Awards, South Florida edition. It's real people, real local impact, and real gratitude.
Yes, we're going to shout out businesses, nonprofits, community builders, and some past guests too.
I love that. And we're also going to hit a few highlights from our year. Shoot for a Change, Leadership Boca, Boca School for Autism, Battle of the Bands, Motorcycle Expo, and yes, we're going to talk about our trip to Europe too.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And don't worry, we're also going to do the Book of Awesome segment.
Awesome. It's right here. It's right here.
We should change it to the Book of Wicked Awesome.
Yeah, we could do that. Wicked Awesome. We're from Boston. And we want your help too. If you hear someone mentioned during today's episode, please tag them and share the episode with them. And if we missed someone, please drop them in the comments and tell us why they should be included, because we'd love to connect and meet more new awesome people.
Yes. All right. Let's go.
Let's do it. So again, welcome back to the Digital Mayors Podcast. I am Dan Nathanson.
Oh, that's funny because I'm Michael Nathanson.
That's cool.
This is the show where we spotlight the people, places, and stories that make South Florida a better place to live, work, play, learn, give, and thrive.
Yes, sir. And if you want all the episodes, just visit lovewhereyouLiveFL.com, because that's where it's all at.
For sure. And Dan, when we say digital mayors, what does that mean?
So for me, I think digital mayors really is someone in the community who is generous, thoughtful, kind, a connector, right? We're not political.
No.
We're advocates for our community. I think that's really what it is on a non-political scope. That's what I mean. And like how would you say that how do you personally tell the difference from someone who's just busy and someone who's actually building community?
That's a great question. And I think it's really about seeing them in action, right? You can tell who's really, what are you laughing at me for?
I'm not laughing at you.
You know, you could tell just based on how people act and what they say and do, man. I mean, I think that's really it.
Yeah. And so a lot of our show exists because of the rooms that we are fortunate enough to get into. The Boca Chamber, the nonprofit relationships we have, Leadership Boca, all of that, right? We're so fortunate to be in the rooms with some really cool people.
Yeah, for sure. And Leadership Boca is definitely one of those experiences that changes the way you see the city, right? I mean, it was amazing. So what did Leadership Boca change for you personally, Dan?
That's a good question. So I would say Leadership Boca, to me, number one, it introduced me to about 40 new to me local people that are community-minded and thoughtful and kind and generous and want to know and learn more about their community. So the relationships with those people have been great, and learning more about what goes on in Boca and South Florida has been really cool, learning all those things. And I enjoyed it so much when I went through it, is that I campaigned to be the co-chair for the year after, which is the year that you went through.
Yeah, so cool.
It was awesome. And that now means that I'm going to be the chair for Leadership Boca 2026. I'm excited. Again, I get to meet another 40 or so people and get to go see all those places again. And some of the places switch out too. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So you went through Leadership Boca.
I did.
And so what's something from Leadership Boca where you thought, okay, Boca, South Florida's got some really kind of cool, special things going on here?
I mean, honestly, every single one that we did was awesome. It's tough to pick one that really showed that, but I loved when we went to the Boca Museum.
Marilyn Wick. Oh, no.
No, well, that was amazing too.
Yes.
The Boca Museum, just seeing all the history of Boca, right?
That was so cool.
And just the artifacts and the art and how the buildings were made. And to me, I thought that was really cool, and just getting to experience that kind of showed me, right, that Boca, it just came like almost like by accident, kind of became what it was.
It was. And right, and so I jumped the gun and I mentioned Marilyn Wick. So she runs the Wick Theater in Boca, which has if I recall, it's like the largest official costume collection in the country, maybe the world. So costumes that were used in movies and plays and things
Broadway
like that.
plays,
right, yeah,
stuff.
all that
it's
kind
really
of stuff.
Cool.
Really, what impressed me most was Marilyn, right?
Yeah.
This woman, when we met her, she's not a kid. She's been around forever. She's still working. She is a woman before her time. The things that she did, incredibly impressive. If you get the opportunity to connect with Marilyn, as a matter of fact, let's see if we can get Marilyn as a guest, because her stories, I mean, again, blown away by what this woman did.
Yeah.
That was very cool.
So let's go over the format for today.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got award categories, and for each one, we'll share our pick.
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll agree on a lot of them.
Yeah.
Why they earned it, and then we want you to comment your picks too, guys. We want to know what your thoughts are, because maybe there's someone that we're just not thinking of that we know or don't know, and we need to be introduced to. So.
Correct. And just like my brother said, we are going to miss people, right? Because there are a lot of awesome people here in South Florida.
For sure.
And it's not going to happen on purpose. So to help us out, please add your nominations. Let us know who you think in the comments we should be including in our awards.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Category 1.
Category 1.
You ready, world? Hello, world.
Hello, world.
All right. So category 1 is the They Showed Up Award. So if you had to pick one person or organization that showed up again and again in 2025, who is it, and what do they do that stood out?
Well, that's a good question. And it's tough because we are so fortunate to know some really cool people around town. And when you said that, one person popped into my mind, and that was Sherry Henry.
Yeah.
Sherry Henry is the CEO, executive director of the HAB Center in Boca Raton on Boca Rio Road. I mean, she runs that. She is the chairman of the board for the Boca School for Autism. She is a Leadership Boca graduate. She participated and won the Battle of the Bands. She's going.
You're talking about Shadell?
Shadell.
Yeah.
She's going to school to further her education. Plus, she's a wife. Plus, she's a mother. Like Sherry is someone who is.
And by the way, you've got
everything.
A great hugger.
Great hugger. One of the best huggers.
One of the best huggers out there.
Yeah, Sherry, we love your hugs.
Yeah.
But she's everywhere, and not just being.
Not just present.
Correct.
Right.
She makes a difference. I really love that. I think that's cool. All right, so when we talk about Sherry, is there something that makes you say, wow, she's a leader? Even if nobody handed her the microphone, like, is there something about her that you think that?
Honestly, I mean, you mentioned a million things, but to me, it's how she does it. Her presence.
She
She's
has
there.
a way about her.
It's always with the great intentions and a smile and a positive attitude.
Correct.
I mean, we see her all the time.
Yeah.
And it's always great. Right? There's always a great feeling.
Always.
And so for me, that's it. She's doing it with the right intention.
With great intention.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that makes a.
I have a feeling we're going to say that word a lot today.
Probably. I think that's probably true. All right, so category 2.
Okay.
The Leadership Boca Difference Maker Award.
Okay.
So who is someone connected with Leadership Boca who impressed you this year, and what did they do that made you go, that's how it's supposed to be done?
Would I say Dan Nathanson? No. Okay.
You wouldn't say Dan
I could
Nathanson.
say Dan Nathanson.
You could, but you'd be wrong.
No, I would not be wrong. I thought long and hard about this. And again, there's a lot of people we can choose. The one that stood out to me is Kristen Ritchie. Kristen Ritchie.
Great choice.
She's another one who's everywhere with a positive attitude, always looking to help. We're on the board together at the YMCA. She runs an amazing family law. Her and her sister have a family law practice, and the way that she goes about her business, she's an attorney, but she's not a savage trying to cut you down and take advantage of you. She really wants to help, and it's amazing. And running for city council, right, shows me that she wants to do good, right? She wants to help the city that she loves, and I think it is, she's making a difference, right? She's doing, and by the way, every time I freaking turn on Instagram, I see her and her team doing so. I mean, this morning I was looking, they baked a bunch of cookies for Tim Snow, for the George Snow Scholarship Fund that they're giving away to the kids. Like, they baked cookies. These super successful, super busy family law attorneys who, again, wife, mother,
business
baking
owners.
cookies. Right? How cool is that?
Yeah, I love that. I think that's very cool.
Yeah, and so what's one thing Leadership Boca teaches that you wish more people understood about community leadership, Dan?
That is a good question. What's something that Leadership Boca teaches that I wish more people understand about community? That there's again, like we already said, there's a lot of intention behind it. So Leadership Boca does not come with no cost. Leadership Boca has a financial component to it, and the time commitment is significant. right? It's one way, it's one day a week, right? Every other week.
Every other week.
Every other week for about 6 months, and it's an all-day event. I mean, from 7:30 in the morning to 4, 5, 6 in the afternoon, evening. So the people that are there, for the most part, now listen, don't get me wrong, some people that are there are employees that are there because their business, their companies told them to be there. However, we met some people there that are employees that want to be there and want to make a difference.
Right.
Joe Murr, right? Hey,
Joke and Joe?
Joke and Joe Murr. He works for NCCI, great human being, and he's looking for more opportunities to give back and do good in our community. And also, again, a lot of people that go through there are terrific, but the people that, again, that are entrepreneurs that are spending their money and taking time away from their businesses without being compensated for it, right? Because the employees are being paid.
Right.
You and I go, we are paying to be there, and we're also not doing our jobs and earning money.
Right.
So I think that just teaches you that the people that go through it really care. And I'll tell you this too, because I was the co-chair last year, and I actually, as the chair, I have another meeting coming up, but I had a meeting last year with Troy McClellan, who is the CEO of the Boca Chamber of Commerce. And so I'm sure you remember, after every day of Leadership Boca, you're asked to fill out a survey
yeah.
of the day. What did you like? What didn't you like? What do you recommend we change? Things like that. And when I had the meeting with Troy and Chastity Navarro, who runs Leadership Boca, and Lorene Panulo, who was the chair last year, we went through the surveys, and they made changes because of it.
Yeah, it's cool.
And Troy was so adamant about making sure that it was of value to the attendees, plus the businesses we went to go visit. Again, not everything's a business, but the organizations we went to visit.
Right.
I mean, that I thought was cool, because I thought, oh, it's just a program, and
Yeah.
do they really care? They're just doing their thing. They really care.
Yeah.
I was very impressed by that.
Right. Just one change. The one thing that I put on every survey. Troy, Chastity, Sarah, we need afternoon coffee.
Yeah, afternoon coffee.
That was the big one. It's a long day.
Yeah.
And every time we're asking the busket, like, we just hit a Donkey's drive-through or something. But other than that, amazing.
It's wicked good.
Wicked good,
Troy,
kid.
Troy, it's wicked good.
Yes. All right, category 3. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
The best give back moment of the year. So what local cause, fundraiser, or volunteer effort made you feel proud to live here, and why did it hit you?
Again, another great question, and there are so many.
Yeah.
So many.
So fortunate to be in a place like this.
Amazing.
With so many great people.
And the thing is, people think that because we're in Boca Raton, we're in South Florida, because there is a lot of money around here, people don't realize that there is significant need. And the thing that came to my mind was brought to our attention by a past guest who we see and interact with all the time, James Rodriguez.
My guy.
James runs the teen program at the YMCA in Boca Raton. Wonderful human being. Buddy, we ride motorcycles together. We work on the Motorcycle Expo together. James texted the two of us 4 weeks ago, with a need. He said that there is a school locally. It's the Congress Middle School in Boynton Beach, and there are about 800 incredibly food insecure kids at that school. And just an example of one of the circumstances, a little boy was seen taking a few chicken nuggets out of the trash at school. He ate one, and then he put 2 in his pocket to bring to his sister so his sister could eat later. Yeah. And he told us that, and we immediately went into action. I mean, literally, we had our BNI meeting that day. BNI is Business Networking International, and it's a place where we go to connect with other local business people as a referral generation, source, let's say. And we brought it to the attention of the room, and within, not long, we had raised about $3,000. And my brother and I and James hopped into our vehicles. We went to Costco, and we bought a whole bunch of food that could be distributed to the kids and their families. And, it was a challenge too, because at Costco, yes, you can go buy a 50-pound bag of rice at a discount, which is awesome. But how do we get 50-pound bag of rice to go help 15 families? You can't do that. So this guy right here, my brother, he went to I don't know how many different stores, Walmarts. I went to dollar stores, and we bought smaller bags of rice. We bought
10-ounce bags.
10-ounce bags, right? And
had many of them.
and a lot of them. I mean, how many times did you go to Walmart? You probably
Literally about 50.
yeah, right. About
50.
Yeah, 50 times to find
And I bought
rice.
every single one.
Yes, every single. We cleared the shelves whenever we found it because we got that, put it in our cars, drove to Congress Middle School, and gave the food to their food pantry that they can give to the kids and their family so they could have food at home. Like that
Let me tell you something, though.
was cool.
So, and I want to bring up about Walmart. I have hated Walmart for a long time because I've always felt that the customer service is terrible, right? It takes you 5 minutes to shop for your stuff and an hour and a half to check
Right.
out, right? Every single Walmart I went to, there was between 10 and 30 bags of rice. And I would buy every single one every time. And then what I would do is I would go find an employee and say, hey, do you have any more out back? Can you please check? They would check, and I would tell them while they were doing that why I was doing it. And every single time, every single one of them stopped, thanked me
That's cool.
for us, not thanking me, thanking us, and then said, okay, just so you know, the next shipment's coming in here this time,
That's cool.
right? So it really changed my mindset about
Because
going to Walmart.
Listen, Walmart as a whole, the experience as a whole is challenging, right? It is because there's just a feeling about it that people don't care. However, when you get and talk to the individuals, it makes a difference, right? The individuals, the humans care. And that was really the next question I had for you is what, in going through this process, what did you notice about the way people showed up to help those kids?
Well, to be honest, I at BNI, as I was making the announcement, there were already people throwing cash at me
Yep.
to the point where
Same.
there were a few people I didn't even know who gave me money because I was literally sitting there and there's people throwing cash at me. And as they're throwing cash, what's your Zelle? I want to get the money over to you. And again, we raised about $3,000 in it was like a few minutes.
In a group of 40 or so people.
And to me, that was, I don't want to start crying right now, but
Listen, it was impactful. And a couple of the people made sizable donations, like 4-figure donations.
Yeah.
That was impressive. I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
I really did.
So if we're talking give back, right? So Shoot for a Change at the YMCA has become a big one,
Yeah, it
which
has.
makes me happy.
Yeah, of course.
Right over in front of you here.
Yeah.
What do you think made it grow this year?
I think what made Shoot for a Change grow, which again, right here is one of the balls you get if you win the 3-point shooting contest.
If you run it.
Or if you run it.
Because I did not win the 3-point shooting contest this year.
But you have, right?
No.
You come close.
I've come in second or third
Michael
every
Johnson.
single damn year.
Michael Johnson, Caroline Johnson's husband.
Yeah,
Damn,
whatever.
you let my brother win once. But the what I think has helped make Shoot for a Change grow has been the excitement that it generates. And it started with you, right? Because Shoot for a Change was your idea. It's your dream. You brought it to the Y. It was quickly adapted and adopted. And every year it has gotten more fun. It has gotten more energetic. It's gotten more efficient. And we've raised more money every year. And I'm so proud of you for having that idea and taking it and running with it. And by the way, making a difference in our community through having fun, by the way, through having, through playing sports. I think that's so cool. And I'm curious, so for you, what would you say is your favorite Shoot for a Change moment that you want people to picture when they hear Shoot for a Change?
Well, I'll tell you selfishly what
I know what the
it
selfish
is,
one is, yeah.
and then the overall what it is. So selfishly, when Jacob, my son, won it, it was 5 years ago? Was it 4 or 5 years ago?
It changed his life.
It changed his life. When he first started playing basketball, and I tell the story sometimes at my end of season coaching, when he first started playing basketball, he was honestly probably the worst on the team. He didn't know how to shoot. His defense,
he played dinosaur.
Dinosaur defense. He would literally go, rah,
Oh, yeah.
when people were running by him. And at Shoot for a Change, he was doing the free throw shooting contest, and he had a minute and a half. And something came over him, and I'll never forget the number because now it's his favorite number.
Yep.
He hit 32 free throws
In a minute and a half.
and a half, and second place was like 16.
Yeah.
And literally from that moment, his life changed where now it's basketball 7 days a week. And his goal is to go play in the NBA, and he's playing travel ball and training and working out. And it's, and by the way, he's starting to get some muscle.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool. So selfishly, that's the best part.
Yeah, of course.
Overall, luckily, I don't know if someone told me or if I did it on my own, but every year I do take a minute or two and just look around and take it in.
Mm-hmm.
And, and to see the community.
Yeah.
It's kids, adults, families, supporting the why, supporting me and us, and having a great time.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
And we have raised, this was our 6th year, and we have raised just over $82,000 in our 6 years.
So cool, right?
And every year it's been a little bit more, a little bit bigger, a little bit better. Like you said, more efficient, and it's so cool. And I can't wait to see where it goes. I mean, listen, we haven't picked 2026 date yet, but I talked to Brianna the other day, and we're going to be picking the date soon. And it really starts. And for those of you at home, it is not an easy job.
No, it's an all-year plan.
It is extremely stressful because all I want is for it to be successful. The last month, I think I sleep a total of like 10 hours. And every year, I'm so scared and so nervous that it's going to be a failure.
Right.
And every year, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm so proud of you again for having the idea.
Sorry for crying.
That's all right. We know you, but for having the idea and not just having the idea, but executing on it and making it better every year.
And you know that I was shut down for a couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
They wouldn't do it. And as a matter of fact, there was somebody who used to work at the Y that tried to take my idea and do it behind my back.
Right.
That person's no longer there. I went with Mr. James.
Yeah.
And we made it happen. And it's thanks to the committee, people like you who are out there helping, and Fernanda and Dan Schiller and James and Brian and Brianna. It's sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't know I was going to cry today.
That's okay. It's a group effort.
I can't read anymore, by the way.
That's okay.
My glasses.
So let me move on to category 4.
Yes.
So category 4 is the Quiet Pros Award.
Yeah.
And so who would you say are the behind the scenes professionals that make Boca and South Florida run smoother? And what do you think they do that most people never notice?
So this was tough, man. There's 2 people that I really thought of. So I'm going to give a shared award because they really are the quiet pros. Like one of them doesn't want the spotlight at all. The other one doesn't need the spotlight at all. Number 1, Sarah Pearson.
Yeah.
With the Boca Chamber
100%.
of Commerce. She does so much with a great attitude and just doesn't want to be out in the middle. She just sits back and kind of sees how everything goes, and she's amazing.
She's so impressive, right?
Yeah, yeah. And the second one I'd have to say is Susan Wandersman. She is probably the best networker I've ever met.
Heck yeah.
She knows everyone, and more importantly, everyone knows her.
Yeah.
And she has made the best introductions for us throughout our career since we've known her. Thankfully, she likes us.
Yes.
And so those are my 2 for sure. And for you, Dan, what's the moment someone becomes unforgettable in that quiet pro role?
Interesting question. I would say, with regards to, honestly, both Sarah and Susan, I think it's that really they do it without looking for that spotlight, without seeking the acknowledgement and the approval. Maybe they do secretly and I just don't see it. However, I don't think that's the case. Again, Sarah, behind the scenes at the chamber, gets stuff done. Right? Granted, it's the entire team, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's Troy, Laurie, Sarah, Jen, everybody there, right? Christina,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yep.
Marty, the whole crew does a lot there.
Alexis, yeah. I mean, everybody.
Right. Sarah, though, I think is the quiet force that really just gets stuff done. And with Sue, it's the same thing. When Sue Wandersman makes an introduction for you, it's a good introduction. She sets you up to look good, and she connects you with someone who is terrific. I mean, we haven't had a flop ever from Sue, right? She's introduced us to a bunch of people, and they've all been awesome, right? I think really good. Yeah. I think that's very cool.
All right, so let's move on to category 5.
Okay.
Best local event energy. So what event had you leaving thinking Boca's got magic? And then what was your favorite moment from it?
Best energy. So really two things come to mind for me. So one, we've talked about a million times with a whole bunch of guests, I would say is the Boca Chambers Golden Bell Education Battle of the Bands. So by the way, that's how we're sitting here recording our podcast. If we didn't participate in Battle of the Bands, chances are we wouldn't have met Ben Castro, who used to teach at the School of Rock in Boca Raton and now runs Podcast Junkies, where we record this podcast.
Yeah.
But the energy at the Battle of the Bands is so cool because you get to see your work friends up on stage like rock stars. I mean, that is so cool. And for me, one of my favorite moments, well, listen, I have a whole bunch of favorite moments. Watching my brother participate and play drums on stage in front of 700 people was so cool. Like, I wanted to sob. I don't know why. I was just so proud. I so filled with emotion. It was so cool to see you do that. And oh, by the way, your band won. That was pretty. That was pretty cool. And
the award.
It's up on the shelf there. And also when I participated and my band won too, it was just so cool. But I'll tell you, one of the most fun things from it was this past year where I got to not compete, but I got to participate. And I'm up on stage and singing, and our good friend Efren Hidalgo, who is now a past guest, he was in the audience. And for me, part of the fun is being on stage and looking out and seeing the people that you know. But I saw Efren in the audience, and he kind of went like, "Oh my God, you're there!" Like, it was so cool. That to me was so cool. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And another event. I mean, listen, there are a ton of just great energy events. Woman Volunteer of the Year through the Junior League of Boca Raton, right? Terrific event. I also love the Boca's Got Talent event that's part of the Boca Chamber Festival Days, right? Boca's Got Talent, again, local people go out and show their talents. And it's just a lot of fun, a lot of energy, and people supporting nice people that are doing good things for our community. I like that. And so you, Mr. Michael Nathanson, drummer extraordinaire, what was it like for you as the drummer, right? Again, I'm in the audience, so proud.
Yeah.
What was it like for you performing up there? And what do you think people in the room connect with while you're up there?
Well, so I did it twice. The first time, I don't know. I was too scared to really appreciate it, to be honest with you. As you know, I don't like being embarrassed, right? Especially in front of a large group of people. So when I found out I got drums, and again, I wanted to sing, and I got drums, and I'd never touched a drum set in my life. I borrowed a drum set from Jason Hagensick, who's a future guest on our podcast. Yeah. I borrowed his drum set, and I practiced literally every single day from the time I found out.
For a few months. And
it was unreal, the feeling up there, and it was such a blur. It was over like that. But the winning part, and now listen, everybody's a winner for participating because you're raising money for a great cause.
And by the way, being brave to do that it's incredible.
Yeah, but what I think the crowd connects with was my energy, because I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this the damn best way that I can. And I put so much energy into that. And for those of you at home who don't know, I practiced so much that about a week before Battle of the Bands, I ended up getting terrible tendinitis in both of my arms. Yeah. And I still went out and I gave it the last few rehearsals were really tough. And I went out there and gave it my all. Energy, passion, and it worked. And then coming back, to be honest, it was such a cool experience, and also one of the most stressful things I've ever done in my life. And to be honest, for the second year, I was actually hoping they forget to call me. I'm like, I did it. I've done it. It was awesome. It's way too stressful. And when they called, I'm like, crap. All right, let's do this. And in the second year, for those of you at home who don't know, you play the song that you won with, and you learn a new song.
Yes.
And the idiots that my band was said, they typically give you the song you're going to play. We went and said, no, we're telling you the song. Yeah. And we chose Basket Case by Green Day. just so you know, it is not an easy song to do
Not
on the
slow.
drums.
Not a slow song.
And it was way more fun the second time because not that it didn't mean anything, but there was no
Right,
competition.
you're
for us.
performing, not competing.
So for me, the second time was a lot more fun. I enjoyed it a lot more in the end, but overall it's just unbelievable. And again, it was the energy. You know, we did a whole performance coming out, right? I happened to wear a shirt and then I ripped my shirt up because my part started about 20 seconds into the song. So I started off stage, I walked in, I ripped my shirt off and threw it into the crowd. And what shirt was I wearing? My brother's
My band
band
shirt.
Cat 4.
Right.
And I went out and we just kicked ass and it was awesome. So for me, I know that was a really long story.
Oh,
But
it was awesome.
it was awesome. And how about for you? What's the part of the night that replays in your head over and over?
So I already mentioned the most recent one, right? Looking out and seeing our buddy Efren. That was very cool. And I'll tell you, the first year where we competed, and it was the same thing, second year where we performed again in the third year, I loved seeing you and Lydia in the audience dancing and laughing and cheering like that. I don't.
So proud of my bro.
It's just so cool.
It's so cool to watch you up on
right?
stage.
Again, it's fun to see people that you know and like and care about doing something that's so out of their comfort zone, right? Out of their norm. Singing on stage in front of several hundred people is not something I do every day. I would like to. If I could pay my bills by singing, oh my God, that'd be a blast. Like if anybody had a local band, maybe they called it The Pleasures, and they were looking for someone to come and sing some songs once in a while, I'm just saying, I might.
I know someone.
You know a guy?
By the way, I would love to do it again as a singer.
Yeah.
Like I would if
Chastity.
Chastity called me and said,
Chastity,
you can sing.
Let's do it.
I just started sweating, by the way.
I can see. And it'll be fun.
Yeah,
It'll
I
be
would totally do it.
All right, so let's go on to the next one, which is the
That's a tough one.
Big Step Award. So who would you say took a big step this year that matters to the community, and why do you think it matters long term?
Okay, so I'm going to talk about two people.
Okay.
Okay. Again, I know it's a category. So first one, we've already mentioned her, and I just think it's so cool. Is again, Kristen Ritchie, right?
She's awesome.
Running for city council. Again, for me, that's literally what the community is about. The city council helps build the community and keep it safe and moving along, and really helps with that. And I think that is such a cool step. You know, years ago, I'd considered going into politics because I'm a people person. I can talk in front of people, and I care. And thankfully, my wife Lydia talked me out of it because I'm a people pleaser. I'm not good with not pleasing people.
Right.
And in politics, you can't please everyone. And I would probably never sleep again.
Yeah.
I'd probably die of a heart attack.
Die from dehydration from crying so much.
Yeah. So thank you, Lydia, for not allowing me to do it. But I think that's huge. And another one who I really want to shout out is our good friend, Mike Piccoli with On Target Digital Marketing.
Yeah.
He stepped up and he joined a local board at the Boca School for Autism. I know a couple other people on the board too, but Boca School for Autism is a school for autistic children. And it is such a necessity. And the fact that he jumps up because they didn't have a board before.
Right.
It's a newer school. They didn't have a board. So I'm on the board at the YMCA, an established place that's been around for a long time.
You walk in and fit into
You walk in and just do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
There, it's like you figure it out.
Yeah.
And he jumped in and he puts in a lot of time and a lot of hours for such a great cause, for such a needed thing in the community. So I'm giving it to two people here, so sorry. And speaking of Boca School for Autism, you joined the board this year as well, didn't you? So what pulled you toward that, Dan, and what do you hope that you can contribute?
Great question. Listen, Michael Piccoli is the reason that I considered it, because I'm fortunate to know Deanna Sierra, who is forgive my executive director, CEO, and principal, I can't remember her official title, runs the Boca School for Autism. We went through Leadership Boca together, and Deanna is awesome.
Yeah, she's great.
Like, so cool.
I'm jealous that you know her so much better.
She's so cool.
I saw her today at City Lead, gave a big hug. She's just such a great energy.
Awesome. And so having met Deanna through Leadership Boca and getting to know her a little bit, excuse me, and then Michael Piccoli joining the board, he told me a little bit about what's going on. And he said, hey, Dan, listen, it's a newer board. They need great people with great intentions. We can't find anybody. Will you join instead? All right, maybe not quite that. Not quite that. But Yes, I'll tell you one of the things
I
that
may have told him to pursue you as well. By the way.
I appreciate it.
Just so you know.
I appreciate it. Listen, because I was looking for something to
Yeah.
pour into, because I support you in the why. I mean, listen, I support
More
the
than
why.
support.
Yeah, I support the why and I support you. Like, that's just part of who I am.
Right.
I mean, I love the why. I love you. I love everything that goes on with that.
Love you
So
too.
thanks, buddy. So that was just natural, and I was looking for something else that I wanted to give some time, talent, treasure. And he talked to me about where they were and where they need to go, and I said, listen, I think I can help, and I think I can make a difference there. And that's really what got me into it. And again, besides the kids, when you go to the school and you see the kids, and the kids are awesome, and their parents are awesome, and they need a place to get their education. And they offer so much for the parents, so much for the kids, so much for the community, that I said, yeah, this is for me. And I'm looking forward to continuing to contribute and make a difference. And
And I'll be there to support you, bro.
and I appreciate that. You have been. I definitely appreciate that. So what's something, Mike, that you've learned about the community that you wish more people understood?
I've been thinking about this, and there's a lot of things that cross my mind, but there's one I really want to point out that's important. So this is Boca Raton, right? For those of you who don't live here, or maybe some of you do live here, don't know. Not everybody here is rich. Right. Not everybody here is driving a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, living on an oceanfront mansion. There's a lot of people who struggle. And the one thing that stood out to me, which again, you're gonna make me freaking cry again. Remember when we volunteered at Boca Helping Hands? So we've done it many times. So Boca Helping Hands, right? They provide food to those who need it.
Yeah, food insecure. Yeah.
And we have worked there or volunteered there many times in the back, packing the bags, because what happens is people line up in a car line. They have a certificate, or I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I think a certificate, thank God I don't know. And they hand it to the person, and then however many bags they're approved for, the bags are put in the back of the car. So we've been in the back many times to pack those bags.
Put those bags together.
Which is awesome to help. Well, the last time we did it, we were one of the ones who were putting the bags in people's cars. So we're up front, and there's a line down the street, right? The thing that hit me hardest is that there were two different people that I knew.
Yeah, that's hard.
And when I saw them pulling up in the line, I walked away because I didn't want them to feel any shame or anything like that, because listen, people go through tough times, man.
All of us.
For myself, a lot of people don't know my backstory. I was homeless for a while. I've struggled putting food on the table when Lydia and I were first together. And so I didn't want them to feel shame. And just the fact seeing, right, you see all these people, they're people. Yeah, it sucks. Right. But then when you see people you know, it really hit home to me. So for those of you out there, it's not just, it's people you know. It could be, and by the way, I didn't know that they had struggles.
No, not at all.
And for me, that was something that people really need to understand more.
Yeah, and listen, I agree with that 100%. When I saw the people that we know, I didn't walk away. I sort of just kind of tried to stay normal, right? Because shit
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, because shit
I got
happens.
really
Listen,
awkward.
nor did I know what to do, but I'd be like,
you probably made the better choice.
I don't know. I don't know the answer. But I'll tell you again, we've all gone through, maybe not all, but I don't know. But I have, you have, probably a bunch of people watching and listening have gone through hard times, and you need help sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think it's normal. And I think that asking for help and looking and seeking out help is the right thing to do, rather than hide and be ashamed and not seek it, because you need help to help your family, to help yourself, right?
Yeah.
That's just normal. And also with that, with your involvement with the YMCA, we've said many times, right? What's the number? How many people that walk through the door, right?
1 out of every 3 people that walk through the front door of our Boca Raton YMCA needs some sort of financial assistance. That means they can't afford to pay the monthly dues to go there, or for the extracurricular to learn how to swim, have their kids learn how to swim, play sports, go to camp, go to aftercare. 1 out of every 3. And the crazy thing about the Y is the great thing is that we'll never know who those people are.
Right.
They're just like you and me.
Yeah, like everybody else.
Right. So
yeah, only the grant committee, right?
Right.
Knows who gets the money for the financial assistance.
Right.
All right. So before we take a quick break, Let me just say this. If you're actually, let's just take a quick break. How's that? If you're thinking about buying or selling a home in South Florida, we would love to be a resource to you. The Nathanson Brothers Real Estate and Mortgage Team. We help you make smart moves, stay calm through the process, and get to the closing table with confidence. If you want to start off with just a quick conversation, head to lovewhereyouLiveFL.com and reach out, because we do things the right way, and when things go wrong, we do the right thing.
Yeah. Thank you. So we're back.
We're back.
More awards, and then we'll do the Book of Awesome.
Okay. So let's get to category 7, best local collaboration. Right. This one I thought was pretty cool, and honestly, I think it's pretty obvious as well. Right. So
there was only one that popped into my head.
Right. So the question is, what partnership between people, businesses, or organizations impressed you this year, and why did it work?
Yeah. So that's, like I said, that was an easy one. Boca Chamber Festival Days.
Yeah.
Right. So you want to explain what it is?
Sure. So the Boca Chamber of Commerce this year was, I can't remember, either the
August.
47th or 48th year that it has taken place. And so it's been going on, again, 47, 48 years in the month of August. The initial thought of it was that summer's kind of slow in Boca, right? Because it's hot, a lot of people leave, but times have changed. So a lot of people stay local. Mm-hmm. And so the thought was, how do we get more business, right? Because the Chamber of Commerce helps businesses, right? It's commerce. How do we get more people going to local businesses and supporting those businesses? And the way that they came up with was to partner a local for-profit business with a nonprofit, a local nonprofit business, and host an event that brings money and awareness to the nonprofit. And at the same time, these events are hosted in for-profit businesses. Yeah. So, I mean, it is just so cool. Like, so I'm just going to jump in because my brother and I, over the years, we have participated in a handful of Boca Chamber Festival Days events. The first one was what? Was it the Nat King Cole Generation Hope lip sync battle?
Yeah.
I think that was the first one where my brother and I did a duet. We lip synced a duet. I was a man. He was not a man. A woman. And we lip synced an awesome song that the younger kids won't know.
Got him, man.
Yeah. How long you had that problem? But that was great. It was so much fun and raised money and raised awareness for a great local organization. We've also participated with Best Foot Forward and the Battle of the Bartenders.
Yeah. We did such a good job
that they invited us back.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Really cool. Just a lot. And this year, my brother and I actually were the for-profit sponsor for a local nonprofit, which was the Habitat for Humanity of Palm Beach County. And so we were the for-profit sponsor for that. And we hosted an event at Sushi by Boo right here in Royal Palm Place. Mm-hmm. And it was awesome. They did, we called it Homakasi, not Omakase. And it was
we didn't think of that.
Smart we did not. Yeah, smart people thought of that. It was a tasting menu of sushi, and it was amazing. We had a whole bunch of people come through, raised a bunch of money, raised awareness, and it was just awesome. I mean, Sushi by Boo, and oh my God, I'm such a jerk. I can't remember the woman's name who owns it.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. I'll put her name in the show notes.
Yep. Like, good. So what did you love about how that night came together?
I think it was everything. I had a good time collaborating with the Habitat for Humanity team that really helped. You know, we all
were nice people.
So nice, cared so much, did such a great job putting it together.
And just wanted to be successful.
Correct.
Right.
And then seeing people come out and support it. Yeah. I thought it was very cool. And I was just impressed by the Habitat people, the people that came, the Sushi by Boo people. Like, it was just all around, it was a really great night. I really thought so. So what do you think, what's the kind of cause you think brings Boca together the best?
Well, for me, I think it's always the family events, right? Surrounded by food, of course.
Yes.
But it's the family events, right? It's getting the kids and the grandparents and the parents and, you know, whether it's events like Baila Amigo at the YMCA
so much fun.
Or the tree lighting in Meisner or whatever it is. It's I love the family events. I just love seeing the families together.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So let's go move on to category 8.
Oh, 8.
All right, ready? This is the best trust builder business. So if someone moves to Boca tomorrow and asks, who do I trust? Who do you send them to first? And what have they done that earned that trust?
This is a tough question because I don't want to sound self-serving. However, I got to tell you that my brother and I are great connectors, and I would say that we are trustworthy.
Yeah.
I don't, listen, I know him as well as I know me, practically. And I will tell you, there has never been a time that either of us intentionally or maliciously steered someone wrong, gave someone bad advice, did something. Never.
Right. No.
Right? All we want to
couldn't
do.
sleep.
Yeah. Listen, does stuff happen? Of course stuff happens, because we're human, right? That's just how it is. But it's also how you respond to it. So how cool is this? I shared with you the other day, for our business, Home Dudes Florida, the handyman and renovation business, we had one of our technicians go out and do some work for a customer, a repeat customer, that everything went great. She gave him a great review. And then, unfortunately, she texted and said, hey, listen, because of he forgot something. He replaced the disposal in her kitchen. And I don't know if he forgot to take out a cap, or a cap fell in and he didn't realize, or something like that. But because of that, when she went to run the dishwasher on Sunday after Thanksgiving, the dishwasher couldn't function properly. Things backed up, and she had to call a plumber to come out and take care of it. And there was an expense to it. And I told her, I said, listen, obviously I'm so sorry. And would you rather that we just reimburse you now for the expense, or would you rather a credit off your next service? And she said, I'll take a credit off my next service. And thank you so much for always standing up and doing the right thing. Like, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you that, listen, if you need to be connected with anybody, my brother and I probably know them. And if we don't know them, we know someone who knows them. And like I said, never would we intentionally steer you wrong, give you bad advice, nothing. Like, we do the right thing. That's how it works. What would you say is the fastest way that a business can lose trust in a town like ours?
Another great question. So losing trust it's easy to lose trust. I think the fastest way to do it, and it's really, to me, it's about being genuine, right? Truthful and genuine. If you lie and you're ingenuine, it's easy to see, and that's where you lose it quickly. So if you always have the best of intentions and you're truly there to serve and help, I think it's great. Yeah. So the opposite is how you lose it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, like, it's just like our slogan, our motto for our businesses. We do things the right way, and when things go wrong, we do the right thing. That's just how we operate. Yeah. That's how we were raised. And when people don't stand up and take accountability for their actions, especially when things go wrong, that's how you lose trust. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
All right, so next category, you ready?
Yes.
This is one of our favorites. Best meal of the year.
Yes.
So
we talked about this.
Yeah, not best restaurant, best meal. So for you, what was it? Where was it?
Well, I know we have two different answers, and they're both right. So for me, it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We had 42 people hosted at my house. And how this came about is, and by the way, I counted, I think it was only 8 family members.
Right. Correct.
How this came about is Mom, who passed away just over 7 years ago, Thanksgiving was always her favorite holiday. And she always told us, if you know someone who doesn't have somewhere to go, please invite them, and they're more than welcome to come and be here like family. When she passed, the first year, we didn't really do it because we were depressed.
Yeah.
And then we decided that we wanted to continue that tradition. So, like I said, 42 people, only 8 were family members. And what we do is we do the brunt of the cooking, and we ask everyone to bring something. And what my wife did, Lydia, which makes it even better, is if you come to Thanksgiving at our place, it is mandatory you play games.
You must participate in at least one game that we play.
So we usually do 5 or 6 games with prizes, and we have teams, and it's the rules of the teams. I make the teams. You're not going to be with your family members. And it's so much fun. It is so much fun. And the rain tried to ruin it this year,
and it did.
But it didn't matter. We still had the best time.
And so can I share something that someone said to me? I don't know if I told you. One of the people that attended our Thanksgiving, she said to me that her mom invited her to Thanksgiving with her. And apparently they'd had a bit of a strained relationship, and they're trying to reconnect and make things better. And she said that she would rather spend time with us and the people that we invited, because she knew she was loved and appreciated, and she had fun and she had a good time. And so she and her daughter spent their Thanksgiving with us and not with their family. I just thought was so cool. Like,
I'm glad, because really they brought ceviche.
Oh my God.
That was unbelievable.
Maybe the best ceviche ever.
Yes.
It was so good.
Yeah. So how about you?
Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. However, I've got to give a big shout out to my sister-in-law,
Yeah.
Lydia. You killed it. When we went to Europe for a vacation this year, which I am so incredibly grateful to have the opportunity to do that. And I think I may have mentioned previously, but Lydia made a restaurant reservation for us about 6 months before we even got there. She found, we'd spent several days in Athens at the start of our vacation, and she found a restaurant at the top of a mountain, and we got a table at the edge of the top of the mountain at sunset, and we had, I think there were 16 of us that had dinner there, overlooking the Parthenon, overlooking the Olympic Stadium, overlooking the sea, overlooking the city of Athens.
So cool.
And it was just an incredible moment. And listen, don't get me wrong, the food was
food
great.
was good.
The food was great.
Mine was the best, though.
Yeah, I think
truffle
yours was.
risotto.
The truffle risotto was very good. But it wasn't just about the food. It was about the company. It was about the
experience.
situation, the experience, to think that, oh my gosh, we're on the other side of the world with a whole bunch of people that we love, experiencing this incredible view and this incredible moment. I was just so grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
awesome.
Thank you, Lydia.
Yeah.
Thank
All right, let's move to category 10.
Okay.
Best place to take an out-of-towner. So if a friend visits Boca for the first time, where are you taking them so they instantly get the vibe?
Okay, so I think that there are a number of options for that. And I mean, listen, we're right down the street from Meisner Park and Royal Palm Plaza. Those are both great local locations, I would say, where you can go and see, beautiful people, beautiful cars, beautiful architecture, eat great food, have a great time. You can see shows. They have art festivals. They have, the concerts there. There's a lot that goes on there in Meisner Park and Royal Palm Plaza. I think that that's a great place. That's one of the places I would say to take an out-of-towner. How about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I'd say that's right. And I also like Atlantic Ave and Del Rey. It's restaurants, bars that have live music, cigar bar, the cool bar on the sand, Boston, sand bar. Like there's a lot of cool stuff to do there as well, and all sorts of different foods, and they always have different festivals and parades and stuff, and it's super cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I just want to throw in also Oceans 234 in Deerfield Beach, right? The
Break House too.
The Break House, the new one. I haven't been there yet.
Nor have I.
But we'll get there. Danielle Rossi, who is the owner, an incredible businesswoman, incredible for our community. Her daughter, Callie, also. They're so good. They're so generous in hosting events. And the food is amazing. The service is terrific. And that view, you can't beat that view. You're sitting right next to the beach, right next to the ocean.
Yeah.
So, got to give a shout out to Oceans as well.
Yes.
All right, category 11.
Yep.
You ready? The Future of Boca Award.
Ooh.
So who would you say is building something right now that you think is going to matter even more next year?
I love it. And for me, I'm going to talk about someone that we've already talked about.
Okay.
Because this one has hit me personally, right? A lot. So James Rodriguez again.
Yeah, man.
And what he's doing with the teens through the YMCA.
Love James.
Right? So he has personally helped my family. My older son, Michael, right, has been going to the Y since he's 5. He's now 17. He has gone through the Y Teen program. He has been on the board for the Y Teen program for a couple of years. He is also now employed by the YMCA. And I attribute all of this to what Mr. James has started and continues to go. And it just keeps getting bigger and better and doing more. And I think as it goes, with my help as a board member as well, I think it's going to get even bigger and better.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. And so let me shout out then as well, in addition to that, because listen, we've already said Mr. James Rodriguez, just one of the best humans ever. The Young Entrepreneur Academy through the Chamber of Commerce, the YAY program. And I think we've mentioned that on the podcast before as well, where local business people are mentors to local kids, school-age kids, that have ideas for products and or businesses or services, and they mentor them into creating a business plan. They create a pitch and have like a Shark Tank style presentation.
Yeah, it's great.
That also, I was blown away. I've had the fortune of seeing the pitch program a couple of times and been involved a little bit other ways. And what the kids are doing locally, I think is awesome. And I think there's a future of Boca, a future of South Florida.
Absolutely.
Right there.
And future of Boca, I want to talk about real quick, the Motorcycle Expo.
Ooh.
What is it? And what do you want it to become for Palm Beach County, Dan?
That's awesome. So Motorcycle Expo is an event that our friend and colleague Jeff Greenberg and I put on. We literally just did it 2 weeks ago. He and I had a conversation one day after a motorcycle ride, and he said, "Hey, I've been thinking, there hasn't been a motorcycle expo in South Florida for about 20 years. What do you think about us putting one on?" And I went, "Boy, that's interesting." And 6 months later, we had almost 2,500 people come through the doors of the Palm Beach County Convention Center. And it was just absolutely amazing experience to have. We had I think we had 65 vendors, all sorts of different motorcycle related products, motorcycle lifestyle, health. I mean, it was just really cool. The feedback has been cool. And I think that because it was so successful for our first year, we're going to be bigger and better moving forward. Like we've already had some of the big OEM companies, meaning like Yamaha, Harley Davidson, Suzuki. These businesses now want to be involved.
Yeah.
So it was dealerships, and now the dealerships will be there. However, their actual, the higher ups from the companies will be there. I'm
It was
excited.
a great event.
Yeah.
I was super proud of you guys for putting it on.
you.
It was, listen, for someone who really doesn't like motorcycles, to be honest, I was blown away by it. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And what's the kind of partner or sponsor you're hoping says yes after they hear this episode, Dan?
Oh, that's a good question. Really, anyone who has a product or service that human beings would like, right? Because listen, just because it's a motorcycle expo doesn't mean it has to be strictly motorcycle related.
Right.
Listen, I ride a motorcycle, and sometimes after I ride my motorcycle, my back is sore. A chiropractor would be great there, right? I mean, anyone, if financial advisors, if you can afford to buy a $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 motorcycle, and there's some that go upwards of $100,000, right? Paul Tuttle Jr. was there, and his motorcycles range in the 100,000+. Someone that can afford something like that may have some extra money that they want to invest. So financial advisor, I mean, again, anything that is, let's say, motorcycle related, but not lifestyle, really, where just anybody that wants to tap into an untapped market, because I think a lot of people don't think that motorcycles are the way to go, but they have money to spend.
Right. All right. Book of Wicked Awesome time.
Oh, Book of Wicked Awesome. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so if you've watched our episodes before, you know about the Book of Awesome. So, Michael, I'm going to ask you to do it first. How about that? So will you
go.
do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
Open the book, flip to a
sir.
random page, read the headline. Let us know what it brings up. A story, a thought.
When you know your TV remote so well, you don't need to look at the buttons. So it's actually really funny. Last night, I was laying in bed trying to put on the timer or something, and this remote has so many damn buttons. I said to my wife, I'm like, you'd figure, I swear to God, last night, you'd figure by now I know exactly where it is, but I always hit I hit the input button instead of the back button. So that's really funny that this popped up right now. So I guess for 2025, it reminds me of last night. All right, how funny is that?
That's really
This
funny.
book is magical.
It's wicked awesome.
Wicked awesome. All right,
My turn?
your turn, homeboy.
Okay. Flip to a random page. Let's see where we're going. Boom, right here. Squeezing a little more juice out of dying batteries. I kind of dig that. I like to use batteries until the very end, and
Really?
yeah, I know, frugal. Our dad has a box of batteries with a battery tester. That's it makes me think of Dad.
Yeah.
Because right, we're just like our parents in a lot of ways, and frugal, I would say, with stuff like that is a good
That's a funny one.
a good definition, right? But
Yeah.
that makes me think of Dad. That makes me think of that. I like
And
that.
his battery chargers and oh, God, I love
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I love that.
Book of Awesome.
All right, sorry. Let me put that away. So it is time for our local life lightning round.
Ooh.
But it's just us. So Michael, you're up first. You ready?
Yeah. Oh God.
Okay. Right now, what's your favorite local restaurant? And what are you going to order there?
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh my gosh. Right on the spot there. I got to think of something quickly. All right. I'm going to go Matteo's, Italian. And what am I ordering? Well, I want everything, but the penne alla vodka. is so good. The pasta's cooked perfectly. The sauce is excellent, and with a meatball on it though.
Oh,
Because I love me some
that does sound
balls of meat.
good.
Absolutely.
That does sound good. All right, so what's on your phone's lock screen?
Oh, this
What's
is
the story
terrible.
behind it?
Mine's terrible.
Oh yeah.
This is called
Ugh.
Lazy as Crap. This is the one that came. I've only had this phone for like a year and a half. This is what came out. It's like fish.
Nerd.
There's no story behind it. It's called Lazy as Crap.
Get your shit together, pal. All right, so imagine you get a full day off and no work, no email, no chores, no basketball games or practice. You don't have anything on your calendar. How are you spending your day?
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
It's a Sunday. I wake up, go out to get breakfast. I love eating breakfast out. Go get an omelet with some hash browns and a bagel with cream cheese. Usually a bacon and Swiss omelet,
Nice.
or with feta or something like that. Then I know you said no basketball, but then I want to go play basketball.
No obligated basketball.
Right, no obligated basketball. I want to go to the Y and shoot around with Jacob and hang out, and then I want to come home and do Sunday family dinner with all of our family. And
Love
just
that.
how about this? Let's do that, and you make some Turkish pasta. That is oh my God, ending the day with Turkish. But by the way, it's been like 2 months since you made
know.
it. Just saying.
We'll make it happen.
All right, your turn.
My turn.
Favorite local restaurant right now? What are you ordering?
So I'm going to kind of go a little bit wild here because not necessarily a restaurant. I'm going to go with a sandwich place in a gas station. Because
What's up with that?
What's up with
Oh,
that?
sure.
Yeah, what's up with that?
See Ben's head.
I know.
Jump
Ooh,
up.
what's up with that? So when our buddy Efren was in town last week, staying with us, he and I went and grabbed a sandwich at What's Up, and they had a new sandwich that they had just created that was absolutely amazing. It was chicken cutlets with prosciutto. Forgive my mangling of the pronunciation of the cheese stracciatella, the mozzarella-like cheese, with pesto. There was fresh basil on it and tomatoes and balsamic. It was just like absolutely amazing on the best seeded bread. That was
Sounds
amazing.
delish.
What? Oh my God! It's the best.
All right, phone lock screen. Let's go.
My phone lock screen, so I can't
Where's
show
your
it
phone?
right.
Oh,
I can't
Ben's
show
got
it right
your
now.
phone.
Ben's got my phone, but my phone lock screen right now. It's okay, Ben. We're good. My phone lock screen. It's coming over.
Ben, show it
My
right here.
my phone lock screen. Here, there it is. Oh, look at that. That is pretty beautiful.
That looks familiar.
So that's okay. We're good. I'll just explain. So that's from our trip to Europe this year. That's from the top of
Santorini.
and
Nice.
yeah, just absolutely beautiful, breathtaking view.
Okay, full day off in South Florida.
Okay, full
No
day
work,
off.
no email. What are you doing?
Gotcha. I'm gonna go for a motorcycle ride in the morning with James, Jeff, Todd. Go for a ride. Go grab a quick bite to eat. Head home, shower, and then I think I would probably like to just spend a little bit of time at the beach. Nothing crazy, but just I do like the look and the smell and I love the beach. And you stole it from me. Come home, Sunday family dinner.
Are you cooking Turkish
We'll
pasta?
cook
for it?
Turkish pasta, and then we will play Mad Libs afterwards
Yes,
too.
I love the Mad Libs. We haven't done that enough lately.
Yeah, we have to do that.
All right, so let's do some quick 2025 highlights.
Very.
You went to Europe, Greece, Turkey, Italy. What surprised you the most?
I will say what surprised me the most was how well everybody got along during the trip. That was really nice. It was a fairly peaceful trip for all of us, and we had 20 plus people on that trip, so that was really cool. But I got to tell you, the food in Europe tastes different. The tomatoes are different. The portions are smaller. It's just filling and delicious. I really liked that. I thought that was awesome. So, for you, what did that trip remind you of? What did that trip make you think of that you wanted to bring back to your life here at home?
Easy. More downtime. Right? We are go all the time. And you need that time to sit and chill with family and friends and talk and laugh and eat and all that stuff. So for me, that's easy.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. We've talked about Shoot for a Change, our roles on the boards, Battle of the Bands, Motorcycle Expo. If you had to choose one of those and say, this was the defining moment for our year, which would you say it was?
Well, for me personally, it was being picked to be the new incoming chair of the board
That's pretty
for the
damn cool.
YMCA.
I'm pretty proud of you.
When I joined the board in 2020, I told them I want to be the chair. I waited 5 years, and when the opportunity came up, I jumped right on it. And for me,
I love that.
was absolutely it.
I love that. I think that's great.
Yeah. So, Dan, if someone's listening and they want to get more involved in Boca in a meaningful way, why should they consider something like Leadership Boca, and what should they expect from it?
I think that's great. So Leadership Boca, like I said, you get introduced to about 40 local people that, for the most part, are there with good intentions of benefiting the community. I think that's great. And on top of it, learning more about our community. I think Leadership Boca, I'm just so impressed by that program that literally I'm going to go through it 3 times as an attendee, the co-chair, and then the chair. I love Leadership Boca. So let's do this. Let's do a quick final break before we wrap up. So if you have an outdoor space that you want to love more, Paver Dudes Florida can help. Driveways, patios, pool decks, and outdoor upgrades that make your home feel better every day. If you want to explore options, start at lovewhereyouLiveFL.com and reach out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so remember, we want your nominations as well for these awards. So who did we miss? Let us know, please.
Yes. Who are your year-end award winners for Boca, South Florida, and what categories do you think they should be nominated for and win?
And if you enjoyed this episode, please do us a quick favor. Will you like it? Share it with a friend who loves Boca or who wants to learn more about Boca.
Yes, and please tag anyone that we mentioned in the episode. Share the episode with them. We would be grateful for that. And also, if you have 30 seconds, leave us a 5-star review. It makes a big difference and helps our podcast reach more locals, and it helps us really keep spotlighting really awesome people.
Absolutely. And you can find everything at lovewhereyouLiveFL.com.
Awesome. I think that's it. You ready?
So 2026, get that camera on me.
There we go. We're there.
2026.
You're back.
We're coming for you. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to do great things. We're going to help lots of people, and we're going to make this an even better place. So I can't wait.
Yeah.
2026. Here we come.
It's going to be a great year. So on that note, let's just say bye for now.
Peace out.
Thanks for joining us. Nice job, brother.
And don't forget, squaw!
By the way, this St. James iced tea, oh my God, it is delicious.
Yes.
I've got the mango black, and it's sugar-free. It's delicious.
Peach. This peach is so good. So good.
Oh my God.